Good morning, road riders, and welcome to the first mail report of the spring semester. It's Friday, January 30, ready to give you the news of the new year. I'm Fabrizio Escalona.
And I'm Ronan McNeal. Thank you for joining us, Fabrizio. And today we have a lot to cover, so let's get started.
A pleasure to be here with you, Ronan, today. And there's no better way to start this winter season than with a little skiing. And the MSU Denver had an ice skating rink at their winter festival event here on campus.
That's right, Fabrizio. And Met Media decided to take a jab at ice skating, with most of them maybe not knowing how to. Our reporter, Ytzel Vazquez Meza, has more on this gliding adventure.
It was a sunny day on the Rary campus, and Met Media wanted to try out ice skating at the Winterfest event hosted by CMEI. Before the brave members of Met Media took to the ice, they had this to say.
I'm very nervous about it. I've never ice skated in my life, but hopefully I can gain some new experiences from it.
You know what? Excited, just something else to do.
I'm gonna fall and break something.
Falling, because like I said, I'm not used to falling on foam pads, but we'll see how it goes.
And so we laced up our skates. We're gonna try and we're gonna give it our best, and if we fail, we just get right back up and off we went. A few of us were a little more confident on the ice than others.
I'm so scared.
Oh my god, that's scary.
I know.
Trust.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah, bro, you got it. Trust.
An hour and a half of working the ice. This is what Met Media had to say about the skating rink.
The ice was just really hard to work in. I think I was just too scared, so I kept slipping and sliding all around.
It's a pretty fun experience, and I'm hoping to do more ice skating at different times in the future. Post-interview, I fell pretty hard, hurt my butt, so I'm done for the day.
It's easier with the plastic or the foam boards they had, but it also made it harder because I had to learn a new concept.
And while the cold never bothered us anyway, the falls in the ice skating rink did.
Yo!
0 points Met Media, 1 point ice skating rink. I'm Ytzel Vazquez Meza, reporting for Met TV.
If you need help assessing theology and the basic necessities to help to get a solid start this spring semester, the Health Center at the Denver University Paris are providing a monthly SNAP benefits station. Snapfication is a monthly event where students are encouraged to apply for SNAP benefits. If you don't believe you qualify, good news, many students are eligible to these programs. The first event will be on Monday, February 16 in the Tivoli Denver, with additional events in March and April. If you have any question, please reach out to the Health Center, and if you'd like to apply, please go to the MSU Denver website under calendar events and fill out the accessory occupation request form.
As students prepare for the workforce after MSU Denver or for a summer internship, it may be wise to update that resume so you can stand out among all the other applicants. Metrosphere is hosting a writing workshop where they look at any piece of writing. Pieces can include creative writing, essays, short stories, and yes, even resumes, portfolios, and cover letters. We spoke with Metrosphere's managing editor, Connor Ondrock, to learn more about the workshop and how beneficial it is for the greater student population.
So the Metrosphere in our office, room 313, third building on the Tivoli, we're going to be hosting workshops for students. And so from February 16th through the 19th, from 12:30 to 3 p.m., you can come on in, you can bring any professional things you have, so resumes, portfolios, any writing work, and our writers and myself will sit down and just workshop those with you.
Black History Month begins this Tuesday, February 3rd. MSU Denver is preparing a full lineup of campus events led by the Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. Black History Month kicks off at the Tivoli Town Hall, running from 11 a.m. to 2:30. On February 6th, the 4th Annual Black Male Summit will take place in the Student Center Ballroom from 5 to 9 p.m., focusing on leadership, identity, community empowerment. Students can also attend a poetry slam on February 11th at the Tivoli Room 261 from 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. The 14th Black Conference follows on February 17. Acabia, an opening session and exhibit by held the day before at the Real Library. The month concludes on February 24. We are Justice for Black Coloradans, and foreign sites shut Acabia from noon to 2 p.m. All events are open to MSU Denver communities at the University Honors Black History Culture.
Don't go anywhere yet, because right after the break, we'll look at a recent anti-ice protest held in downtown Denver.
We'll also find out more about what's going on with the weather in the southeast part of the state.
We'll see you right after the break. This past January 19th, the Colorado community came together forming a parade to celebrate Dr. King's birthday. Denver came together for the 40th annual Parade, a mix of a march and a parade, created back in the 80s by Wilma Webb to honor Dr. King through both celebration and action. The event kicked off at the MLK statue in City Park, where city leaders spoke, including former Mayor Wellington Webb and Wilma Webb, who helped make MLK Day a state holiday in Colorado. From there, more than 1,000 walked down Colfax to the state capitol. The parade honors Dr. King's legacy, but also reminds us there's still work to do. And even with the cold, people showed up, proving this tradition isn't going anywhere, and that the Colorado community will always come together.
As a strong administration screens operation in Minnesota, tensions has continued to rise. On Monday, January 26, a protest in solidarity with Minneapolis following the death of Alex Preddy took place in Denver downtown. The demonstration began at the Capitol and stopped at Union Station. Our reporter Silva Meza spoke to a volunteer at the event.
We go over the march plans, making sure that it's safe for the number of people that we have. We go over how many people we're expecting based on social media numbers. So do we need marshals for this event? Can it self-sustain? What's the demographic of the people that are coming? Are they experienced protesters? How many medics do we need? I think today we have 3 EMTs and 2 first aid trained with us today, which looks like a good number for this size crowd.
Colorado is known for being naturally dry, but since 2000, constant drought conditions have made this worse. Colorado water mostly comes from snowmelt in the Rockies, which is currently 56% of normal levels, and even Colorado River reservoirs are 2/3 empty. CU Boulder released a report on the Colorado River in December called Dancing with Deadpool. The report states both the water supply and institutional systems are failing. Many of the environmental systems failed years ago. The 7 states that rely on the river must meet the February 14th deadline for new river water management guidelines. Trump vetoed the necessary legislation to get over 50,000 people in southeast Colorado safe, affordable drinking water.
That's why all those stories for able and people around Denver, but don't go anywhere. Coming on next, we'll take a look at some primary runs that are taking shape for the 2026 midterm elections. Vazquez Meza will give us more on that.
The 68th Annual Grammy Awards are taking shape. Ben Pearse has the nominees, and a sneak peek as the stars are heading to the red carpet.
And in sports, we have the latest into the world of Mammoth lacrosse.
All this and more after the break.
Hello everyone, I'm Vazquez Meza to bring you all the latest news in politics. Let's see what's been going on around here and around the country. Primary elections are on June 30th, and voters in Colorado have many choices ahead of them. Each party will decide who they will send into the race for state governor. With over 40 candidates running to replace Governor Polis, Senator Michael Bennet and Attorney General Phil Weiser stand out. Colorado Newsline reported both were invited to the Colorado Young Dems Governors Forum earlier this month. Bennet passed criticism of Weiser by commenting on Weiser's various lawsuits against the current administration. while Weisers pointed out Bennett's approval of several of Trump's cabinet nominees and raised concerns of Bennett's campaign funding ties to the super PACs. Weiser stated, quote, Colorado and America want fighters, people who meet the moment, and I've shown as Attorney General what that looks like. Along with choosing new governor, voters will also have a chance to choose a new U.S. Senator in November. The race is ramping up. There are a total of 15 qualifying candidates in this race for U.S. Senator for Colorado. Each party will decide who will appear on the ballot in November. Among others, progressive Democrat Julie Gonzalez is one of the 5 Democrats challenging incumbent Senator John Hickenlooper for the seat. Our Livette Sanchez talked with current state senator for the 34th district about her campaign.
We filed our candidacy to primary John Hickenlooper and put an end to the go-along to get-along politics that has taken so many of the establishment by storm. And we're saying, no, there actually is a better way forward. We can have nice things if we're willing to fight for them. Things like Medicare for all, like a clean and livable climate, stuff like actually passing reproductive freedom, advancing universal child and elder care, and holding the big corporations that make so many of the decisions in our lives, holding those corporations to account.
Make sure to check out your voter registration at the Colorado State Secretary website. Primary elections are June 30th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., with the general election coming this fall. As the Trump administration continues escalating ICE action across the country, 2 U.S. citizens were shot and killed by federal ICE agents in Minneapolis. Mother of 3, Renee Nicole Good, was shot and killed in her vehicle January 7th by ICE agents, just blocks away from where George Floyd died at the hands of police in 2020, sparking protests nationwide. 17 days later, Alex Peretti, an ICU nurse and protester, was also shot by ICE in the same area, the 9th death caused by ICE this year. The tragedy caused residents to take to the street. Even in freezing temperatures, around 50,000 people attended the protest the same day Peretti was shot, with many more joining in the following days. Initially, the administration stated those killed were, quote, domestic terrorists, but after public pressure, they re-evaluated their previous statements. And that's that we have all this week in politics. This is Ytzel Vazquez Meza. We'll see you next time with more political news. But don't go just yet. Coming up, we have Ben with entertainment.
Hey y'all, I'm Ben Pearse, welcoming you to this month's EMET segment. Get ready for all the latest updates in the wide world of entertainment. The Super Bowl halftime show is surrounded by controversy this year. The performance features global superstar Bad Bunny along with rock band Green Day, raising political and cultural debates weeks before the show. Super Bowl 60's halftime show will present Latin music superstar Bad Bunny, who has publicly expressed his intent to perform primarily in Spanish, a decision that has fueled critics arguing that the move is political. Adding to the debate, punk rock band Green Day is also expected to appear during the show. The band has long been associated with anti-establishment and activist messaging, prompting backlash from conservative groups who claim the halftime performance is becoming increasingly political. Others defend the lineup, saying the Super Bowl reflects the evolving identity of the country and its diverse voices. But once again, the Super Bowl halftime show has become more than just entertainment, turning into a national conversation about culture, language, and representation. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you bored wanting something fun to do in Denver? Our team has compiled a list of activities that you can do right here in Denver. You can do Shavasana with sea creatures at the downtown aquarium, starting at 8:30 a.m. on February 8th. Enjoy an hour-long yoga class by the Shark Tank. Tickets are $45 and include entry into the aquarium. Go to www.yogasocial.org/aquarium for more information. The Denver Museum of Nature and Science will be having free days on Sunday, February 1st and Monday, February 9th. No tickets are required.
just show up and enjoy the museum. But if you want to go to the planetarium or temporary exhibits, you'll need a separate ticket. Go to www.dmns.org for more information. The 30th Annual Denver Jewish Film Festival will be happening now until February 1st at the Elaine Wolf Theater. This year's films highlight diverse perspectives, compelling narratives, and meaningful connections to Jewish life. You can buy tickets at www.jccdenver.org. And who's ready for some of the craziest outfits of the year? Because it's finally award season again. The 68th Annual Grammys has an exciting lineup of nominees that are ready to take home the big prize. In the general field, the nominees include Bad Bunny, Sabrina Carpenter, Doechii, Billie Eilish, Lady Gaga, Kendrick Lamar, SZA, Chappell Roan, Rose, and Bruno Mars for the Record of the Year. Album of the Year nominees include Bad Bunny's Debí Tirar Más Fotos, Swag by Justin Bieber, Sabrina Carpenter's Man's Best Friend, Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips, Pusha T, and Malice, Lady Gaga's Mayhem, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Mutt by Leon Thomas, and Chromacopia by Tyler, the Creator. You can catch the show on CBS 6 p.m. Mountain Time, hosted by comedian Trevor Noah. Well, folks, that's all we have for you this month in all things entertainment. But don't worry, because we're not done yet. After the break, we have Alejandro with sports. As always, I've been Ben Pearse. See you next time.
Hey everyone, I'm Alejandro Silva, here to bring you all the important updates in sports from campus to downtown Denver. Let's get the ball rolling and jump right in. The MSU Denver basketball season is past the halfway point, and the women's basketball team sits in 10th place in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. MSU Denver starting to build momentum, coming off a winning streak with the recent victories over Regis University and the Colorado School of Mines. Some of the key players from the past games were Nevaeh Millard, who got 29 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals from the last 2 games, and Michaela Espinoza, who became the Player of the Week on the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference. She scored 24 points, 12 assists, and 11 rebounds from the last 2 games. The Roadrunners will be heading to New Mexico to play against Highlands University. With the wild season of hockey in the books for the Roadrunners, the Birds are going out with a bang to conclude the regular season. Our reporter Luke Maestas has more on how the Birds finished their season.
We are out here in front of the Ice Center at the Westminster Promenade, home of the Big Mountain Classic, where schools from all over the nation came to compete against your MSU Denver Roadrunners and teams from all over the Big Mountain Hockey Conference. Let's go see what the Birds have in store for you.
The Birds kicked things off in the Classic against the Cal Golden Bears, where the Roadrunners were dominant from the start. Freshman Hank Cash got things started by scoring a goal in the top slot, assisted by Jackson Tillinghast and Matt Clift. The second goal came from the captain TJ McLeod, his 8th of the season, assisted by Jackson Tillinghast, his 2nd assist of the game. In the second period, TJ McLeod got things started with another goal, this time assisted by Mason Labulio with his lightning speed, and Henry Waldorf, his first collegiate point. But that's not all Waldorf wrote, because he and Zach Jensen hooked up Matt Clift with a goal, extending the Birds' lead 4-1, with 4 minutes remaining in the second period.
Henry's playing great. His mind for the game and his hockey IQ is pretty elite, honestly. So once we can kind of get him up to game speed, his foot speed, he's making the right plays and he's contributing immediately, so that's awesome.
It was good to get that out of the way. I mean, kind of a stretch pass, but it felt good to have it. So
the Roadrunners capped things off in the match with a Preston Tafoya goal, with Matt Clift and Zach Jensen both credited for the assist, giving the Birds a 5-2 victory over the Golden Bears.
It feels good, but I mean, those don't happen if people aren't working for it too. So I mean, shout out to Hank and Taffy and the guys that also produced on that, on the assist. So shout out to them, because if they're not working for it, those don't happen.
For more information on club hockey, follow their Instagram account as the team heads into the Big Mountain Conference playoffs. This is Luke Maestas with the Met Report, signing off from the Westminster Promenade.
Last Saturday on January 24th, Colorado's lacrosse team, the Mammoth, beat the Oshawa Firewolves 15-11 at home in Ball Arena. Even though the Firewolves took more shots on goal, the Colorado Mammoths stayed ahead at the end of each quarter, a testament to their constant effort and commitment to the game. A big reason for the Mammoths' success lies within their goalie, Dylan Ward, who at the end of the night saved 49 of the 60 shots he faced throughout the game. All in all, it was a great night for the Mammoths, with this game officially putting them at second in the league. If you're interested in lacrosse, our reporters at Met TV will be covering the next game on January 31st against the Buffalo Bandits. You can find our report after the game on any of our social medias. We're wishing good luck to the Mammoth, and don't forget, Tusk up. That's all we have for our sports segment today. Go check out our YouTube channel for all of our sports updates. Fabrizio and Ronan, passing it back to you guys on the desk.
Thanks, Alejandro. And Ronan, how's your study semester going so far?
It's going pretty well. I'm staying at home with online courses and my cat. How about you?
Well, I have one class in person. I spend almost all my time here in campus because I love being around with my classmates and also co-workers in the office. But I enjoy it so far because I will give you a secret. This is my last semester.
No.
Yes.
Don't give me bad news now.
Yes.
Well, that wraps up our first show of the semester.
And be sure to check out more of our content at mymainmedia.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with our weekly broadcasts.
From all of us at the Met Report, thank you for joining us. I'm Ronan.
And I'm Fabrizio. I'll see you next time, Road Runners. Have a good beginning of the semester.